Um, and we are back. See, the product is so good, and it's so sad that we're gonna break it up that even the internet doesn't want it to go away. The internet is protesting right now. Excuse me. All right, what do we have here? Jimmy, how you doing? He's doing good. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, well, that was a nice little bit of excitement to start the week. We got to finally see what Dangle got. He got a freebie. We have more Super Break product in. We are last calling unconventional. We have 2 new products to announce soon, but not today. What else am I missing? Oh, buddy, I always miss you. Yeah, campers are the worst when they snipe you, huh? Aren't campers the worst? Yeah, I know. I was a camper. I would never spawn sit, but I would camp and wait for the runner gunners to come by and break their streak just because it's funny.
She was actually like sitting down on my seat. She was like camping me.
Show me.
She was actually camping me,
Yeah.
and was sitting right there on my dead body. I was right there, and they somehow got me, and I was like, nope.
They were camping right on your dead body.
Yeah. Oh my god, what is he doing, bro? What the heck? What the heck is this cat?
That is what?
Is it Slash or something?
What
What is up with you? Watch, ready? I got you, fair. He has my gun. But that's me.
Yeah. Oh, I see you. Okay.
His name is Cake.
Good. You having fun? Say hi. Don says, Jimmy. Lady says, hiya, Jimmy. T-Bone says, Uncle Trevor says, hey, James. Carlos says, sweet cut.
Who's Carlos again? He's the one that made me Piccolo.
He's the one that drew Piccolo.
Thank you so much for Piccolo. I actually like it.
See, he actually likes it.
Because he's actually my favorite character.
See, Don says he digs the hair too.
Thanks. That's coming, Shark Seeker, which
Yeah.
it's actually a Nerf gun that I have in my house.
I know, we got it.
And it actually whistles. Like, psh,
Yeah.
just like from the...
All right, buddy, we're going to be done in a little bit, so
Okay.
hang tight. We got to do homework too, okay?
Yeah, I know.
All right, good.
Thank you, Carlos.
He said thank you again, Carlos. Yeah, so I wanted to get a video of him. For those who don't know, Carlos sent Jimmy an awesome picture that he drew of Piccolo. After we were talking
so
about,
good at drawing.
you are so good at drawing. There's
You gotta teach me, but I don't even know how to draw.
there you go.
Draw.
And Carlos also was very gracious, very kind. Saw a D&D T-shirt that he said I had to have, and I love it. It fits perfect now that we've watched it. And Saturday we're playing D&D with Steve and Maddie, so I will be unveiling my D&D shirt. So they'll get to see it on Saturday. So again, thank you, Carlos. Very kind of you. I appreciate you thinking about me and my family. Good stuff. Um, yeah, I was so engrossed in Dangle's signature and getting the cases that I don't have much else, honestly. The this was actually I was for this to be our giveaway. I was actually pretty impressed. I know last month was pretty good. I was like, how are we going to, be on par with that? And Uncle Doug was just like, oh, I got a 9.8 dual signed. Do you think people would like that? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yes, I do. Definitely think people will like that. Yeah. It's even got an amazing back cover.
Oh, and guys, I have one more thing. Carlos, I actually, so from Roblox, I actually look like Piccolo.
He did. He got a Piccolo skin on Roblox after he got the Piccolo drawing.
You should actually have it. Might be able to see it, but there,
There it is.
Piccolo.
That's how he runs around in Roblox.
And I made the antennas on the face.
Looks good.
And he gives his arm. Actually, this is perfect for me.
Oh, goodness. Being a parent.
No, being a parent is great. And they adult.
Yeah, that's him and Gohan. He likes Piccolo and Gohan.
And also Goku too.
Yeah, but that's Carlos likes Gohan. Is what I'm telling you. Yeah, he likes Piccolo and Gohan. Yeah.
Fine. Then, Carlos, I like what you like then.
Yeah, you guys like the same. Yep. Was there something else? Oh, yes, Doug, Uncle Doug, said, I don't understand why Sportflix hasn't moved lately, considering all of the awesome hits that are still in there. And I said, it's a great product. It's, season's winding down. I was like, I'm sure as playoffs ramp up, it's going to be a desirable product. So he said, I want to add another giveaway. And you know me, I'm very unlikely to argue y'all getting something for free. So behind me is another giveaway that is going to go towards Sportflix. That would be the logo for Baseballism.
Murder mystery. I know murder mystery. Because I'm Piccolo and I can't believe he grew his own back.
Gimme Vaughn. You mean Rick Vaughn? Wild thing, you make my butt sting. So we are going to add that to the items that are given away. Because we can. Thank you, Uncle Doug.
Dude,
Everything's stinky. What's going on, Paul Maitland? How you doing, Mr. Moistland? How you feeling? Are you 100% yet?
What do you want to call him?
Is he on fire? That's crazy.
His head is a hot dog.
His head is a hot dog? He better not come around me. I'd eat his head. I love hot dogs.
Eddie's a worm too. Mixed with a worm.
Hot dog worm?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But he looks like a worm. But he's a hot dog.
Back at 100%, just tired from playing catch up. Man, I get it, dude. Listen, Paul, are we ever actually caught up? Like, really? Are any of us ever really caught up? It seems like we as a species, every time we get to a spot where we're finally ready to go, something tends to pop up or we decide that we need to do more even though we don't need to, but our brain says we have to. I get it. How's your back after all this streaming, Paul? He's like, yeah, nope, never caught up. I get it, man. I feel it too. Just when I think I'm caught up and ready to, have a show like this, I realize, man, there's still, this product that we got to get additional for, and this product that we have to, make sure is in-house, and these items are an idea for a product, and, oh, are we tearing this one down, or are we going to undo this one, and, oh, yeah, Jimmy's got a half day, so you get him all day tomorrow. It's like, wow, man, never can we get to a place of evenness. Someone beat me with a baseball bat. How many spots left in the Sixer mixer? 8. Only 1 sold. I love you, Hellbolt. It's just the one in there right now. This is not, it's not an expensive break. 9 spots, everybody's guaranteed at least 1. I have a feeling 1 or 2 are going to get 2 for their money. The reason I made it $55.55, I didn't even bother rounding up to the next dollar, because it came down to exactly 55 cents, well, like 55.4. And I was like, how cool that it's 55.55. I'm just going to leave it as such. It was fun. So it's there. It'll go eventually. I'm not too concerned about this one. It's 2 great products. It's inexpensive. I don't expect it to go today. I actually expect it to go probably tomorrow and or Friday. I can do 2 of these if the first one sells out. And I can do an additional case of Supercharged if we blow through that as well. So, listen, I know my job is to give you a sense of urgency and let you know that, Rome is burning, you better get a bucket or else you're going to miss the barbecue. These items we're going to have till Friday. They're not... It would be nuts if we sold them out in 24 hours. I don't think we're going to sell them out in 24 hours. I am actually more concerned about people missing out on unconventional. It's not an easy decision for us to pull that product because of the sheer amount of time and effort we put into that product. To have that not move after how successful the first one was is really what gave us the idea that, hey, maybe San Diego isn't necessarily the platform we're looking for, and thus us doing the other ones. Like in 2 months, as a matter of fact, less than 2 months, we'll be at LA Con. By the way, for those who don't know about LA Con is turning into the who's who of actors. You're going to have all of the hobbits from Lord of the Rings are going to be there. All of the supporting cast from Ahsoka is going to be there. I would not be surprised if Rosario Dawson does an unannounced cameo, because Ezra Bridger is going to be there. I can't remember her name, but the blonde girl that is the Sith apprentice is going to be there. We know the Sith Lord unfortunately passed away early in the year, so obviously he's not going to be there. But Um, everybody basically but Ahsoka is going to be there. So it is pretty exciting. I know the girls from The Boys are going to be there. Erin Moriarty and Karen Fuka Fukash. I'm sorry, I forgot your. I know the last name. Fukuhara. Fukuhara. It is Karen Fukuhara. For those who don't know who Karen Fukuhara is, she's from The Boys. She is an amazing actor. She is also a really good singer. She has been announced going there. Aaron Moriarty, by the way, is the Starlight. Karen Fukuhama um, is the. Did they give her? What did they name her character? Kamiko. She's Kamiko in The Boys. I just think she's fabulous. I do. She's wonderful. For those who don't know who she is just an absolutely spectacular talent. Wonderful, wonderful person. Everyone speaks very highly of her. I had a dream of molten cheese versus wet paint down a wooden hill. I would say it depends on the terrain and the temperature outside and whether or not there's wind, Hellbolt. Then I could predict the winner. I think paint would win. Because at some point, the cheese would be eaten by the birds and grubs that are witnessing the race. Elijah is going to be there, yeah. But I was like, I get emails like every 3 days. Hey, somebody new is coming. Hey, somebody new is coming. Hey, somebody new is coming to LA Con. Hey, blah, blah. It's like, wow, now that the strike is over, this is the first really big LA area convention happening. So everybody who's been not promoting their movies are now like, well, what's the next one? Oh, LA Con. Great, let's get to LA Con. Let's do it. I am so excited for Toxic Avenger. I am about to blow everybody's mind when I tell you I am a trauma fanatic. So many people have no idea who the Toxic Avenger is. Trauma Entertainment, originally out of New York City. It was a indie slash low budget slash cult film company in the 80s and 90s. And they had the Kabuki Warrior. They had the Toxic Avenger, which is arguably the most famous character they ever did. It is very adult. It is not for youths to watch. It is a very particular sense of humor, and I found it spectacular and gross and thrilling. I love Trauma. And they finally are getting a remake of The Toxic Avenger starring one of our favorite Game of Thrones alumni. Peter Dinklage is going to be the Toxic Avenger, and I can't wait. No lie, I will see this. I didn't even get a chance to see Oppenheimer in movies. I will make sure I see Toxic Avenger at the theaters. I can't understate how much of a fan of Trauma I am. Argyle, talk about an action-packed cast. Argyle is going to be phenomenal as well. I am stoked for Argyle. Ernest Scared Stupid is so good. I never knew Miak was a real thing until Ernest Scared Stupid. And now all I do is mention Miak and nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful thing. If you don't know what Miak is, then you haven't watched the film. Ernest, what a great character that was. If you want to talk about genius, and I'm using the word genius, um, when they created, I think it's Ernest P. Worrell. Yeah, Ernest P. Worrell. You know what I mean, Vern? Famous line. Jim Varney was the actor. Jim Varney was a comedian, and he created this character for commercials. I believe it was originally. It was originally for commercials, and the commercials were so popular with him kind of breaking fourth wall and talking directly to the camera as his friend Vern. It became so popular, and the character was executed so well by Mr. Varney that he got his own series of movies. And they are not Oscar films, but they are exactly what they're supposed to be. They're entertaining, they're fun, they don't require you to think, they are just blind, stupid, dumb fun. I think they are wonderful. There was Ernest Scared Stupid. There was Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest Goes to Camp. Ernest Saves Christmas. What, Bubba? Ernest Goes to School. Ernest Goes to Africa. I don't recommend Ernest Goes to Africa. That one was pretty bad. You'll stop the world and melt with me? Boy, aren't you modern? You're so handsome. Goes to Camp and Scared Stupid are great. No, yeah, absolutely. Goes to Jail ain't bad either. Goes to Jail has a lot of adult humor in it. He is using modern English. Yeah, I know, he got it, Sapporo's. This, yeah, this guy right here, he gets it. He gets it. Yeah, listen, I'm not a great dad. I'm not. I will admit it. I'll say it on camera. I'm not a great dad. I'm trying my best to be a good dad. And if I can at least impart a wide range of music and fun, then I think I'm doing okay. I will never be upper echelon dad material, but I do all right. Uh, I got a good kid. Saves Christmas is good, Dave. I concur. I do like Saves Christmas. I have to say, Goes to Camp and Scared Stupid are the top two. I'm going to say 2B is Saves Christmas. Thanks, Simple Rose. But yeah, sheer brilliance in character development. And as a matter of fact, you could probably, if you were inclined, use Ernest P. Worrell and Jim Varney as an example of character creation, and understanding a complete commitment to character, because literally those little commercials turned into a television series, and a set of movies. 80s Medea. Yeah, yeah. 80s 80s Medea. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. I never realized that. That's great. Yeah. See? As a singular stooge, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, he was a comedic powerhouse. For those who are not from familiar with Jim Varney. You will also recognize him as he's the voice of. He's a voice in Toy Story.
Tom Hanks?
No. Um. Slinky Dog. That's who he was. The voice, you can't miss it, Slinky Dog. I was going through all the characters in my head. Slinky Dog was one I missed. By the way, if you ever get to ride Slinky Dog's coaster
Oh God, I hate that ride.
in
I'm crying.
in Florida,
I was actually crying in that ride.
and your name is not James, then you will enjoy it. It's actually a fun ride.
Yeah, I did not like
You
it.
were also like 4.
Yes, and I hate
You
it.
were probably a little too young to be riding that.
But hold up, first of all, last time I was taller to get on that ride.
Mhm.
But I did not expect that to be that fast. And first of all, my favorite one, but in Star Wars, it but the like like from the light speed. Well, I was hanging on like this, and I was fine, cause so I like the Falcon.
Jimmy, I wouldn't know. I've never been to Galaxy's Edge.
Well, actually, tell mommy that she.
I know, we need to tell mommy to let daddy go. Daddy wasn't able to go when you guys went.
I'm a murderer.
I know.
Don't tell anyone.
Who is Jimmy's favorite band today?
Oh no.
Who's your favorite band today? Mira. Tears for Fears? Tears for Fears today. Because everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody wants to rule. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, Dangle! A little bit of homecoming, man. I love it. Nice. Special night homecoming. Trevor's youngest just got married on Friday. You gotta shout and you gotta let it all out. That's right. Yeah, I was just actually yesterday looking at baby photos of Jimmy the Breaker and realizing that next month those will be 8 years old.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be you know what comes after 8? 7? 7? You know what comes after 7?
What comes after 7?
8?
Yeah.
And then 8, 9, 10. So then I'll get to college in about when I turn 17, 21 or something.
Okay.
20.
That's 13 years away. It's a bit away.
No, like I'm telling about the age.
Oh, just the age.
Three more to get to.
Hellbolt got to see Avenged Sevenfold.
Ah. Are you doing boxes?
I do like. Am I doing boxes? Nobody. I'm not. Nobody's getting anything today. They're gonna get stuff tomorrow.
I know what I'll give them.
What are you gonna give them? Toots?
My chicken nugget.
You little chicken nugget head? Okay. So Sepulros. He likes the 80s. He listens to a little bit of everything. I will admit, I have been on an 80s kick. I've been listening to a lot of K Earth 101, which is a station out of LA that plays a lot of 80s. So I have been on a kick, so he's kind of been on a kick.
Me?
Yes. But he actively seeks out Tears for Fears. Skibbity Toilets, that game theme thing, uses the Everybody Wants to Rule the World song, so that's why he gets on that one. But we in some areas of parenting are quite liberal with James. We want him to explore um, music and the internet to a degree. He doesn't have the kids' YouTube. He has a regular YouTube, but he knows what when something comes on that he's not supposed to see, he knows to turn it off. Yeah, baby.
Like that. This is like that. So this is how you make a lizard. So you do this type of gaming, do that, and then with your because your hands are. Then you put your thing like a gun, and then you made a lizard.
Oh.
Wait, or I'd say like iguana.
Iguana.
Like you know how they
Yeah. All right, Bubba. You tired? Okay. Go. We're gonna go soon. Okay. I love you too. I know. Oh, your boy. Oh, your nugget. All right, go. Get.
Yes, dude.
Tua and next year's first for Jamar and Howell. Is that the trade that just happened? Chef, I will tell you, I don't want to show you because I packed it away and I don't want to handle it again. But I will tell you, it was a Richard Nixon 1-of-1 cut auto. It's not in a case. I don't want to overhandle it. Forgive me, Chef. I would if it was like sealed. It's not sealed. It's open. So I don't want to handle it twice.
You miss me.
Chase and Howell for Tua and a first. Trades are coming in hot and heavy. Oh, thanks, Chef. Yeah, we let him pick his own haircut.
Chef or James. Why did you say my name? This is a good question.
Or James, he's like, why did you steal his name? Jimmy, I think he had that name before you did.
So then that's why you wanted to. Oh, so that's no wonder why you wanted to call me James because you.
Bruh. Yeah, I was just saying we are fairly liberal to a degree in raising him. We want him to have all the experiences. He doesn't have a lot of. Yes, buddy. Oh, well, thank you, buddy. I'm glad I make you happy. You make me happy. He doesn't unfortunately get to go out a ton because of the area and the lack of people his age here. As a matter of fact, there are so few kids his age that his school actually has a hybrid class. His classroom is second and third grade because there are so few kids of his age in the area.
Oh, Daddy and second and third.
Dave's like, DC, you dog me for the Fields trade. But in the end, it saved me 2 seconds as I was offering Lamar and back-to-back seconds on draft night. Valid. The trades are coming hot and heavy. I had to do a redesign of my team, for lack of a better term. Because I feel pressure as the commissioner to do really well, especially somebody who talks a great deal about Dynasty. So I traded a little early some of the players that I would normally hang on to and wait for them to develop and get good. Because I am feeling the pressure to do well.
I have $2.
So I did make some adjustments. I would normally not give up on Ritter. I know Ritter is not doing well, but I believe Ritter will be fine with time. The one thing he hasn't had is enough time. They typically will say it takes about 20 won professional games as a quarterback to find out what you have in a quarterback. Ritter has not yet had that many games under his belt. I think there is potential with Ritter still, but an opportunity to grab somebody that's already doing well. I took the bait. I wanted to get a stack, so I made some moves. Um, so I tell everybody about the Dynasty Trade Analyzer on DLF. And I know every time I do this, I lose the entire stream. Nobody likes to watch anymore. But I'm doing it anyway. I would like to show everybody how I come up with my trades and my valuations. Load up the league. It's a tight end premium, super flex, 12 teams. We are going to analyze Bourbon and Dangle's trade. And I'm not doing this maliciously. I want to show you how these work and how I come up with the point system and formulating my picks. So, this is a subscription site. We had Tua and Dangles first. And the trade was Jamar Chase.
Oh, Jamar Chase is good. He's OP.
And Sam Howell.
Oh, Sam Howell's
for Tua and a first. 1,034 to 955. Now, you will look at that and go, oh, that's a lot of points difference. Actually, it's really not. When you are in the plus 800 area, the difference of 35, 40 points is not substantial. That is a very even trade. If you look at it statistically speaking, through value assetting, you can see that it is very close. And that is how I evaluate incoming trades. That is how I evaluate outgoing trades. And also, with this is just a gut call too. I think this is a very even trade in my opinion. You have a quarterback that is absolutely lights out in a wonderful offense. You've got a wide receiver that is top of the line, but is in a rough patch. You've got a quarterback that is doing his thing. And, of course, the great question mark, the 2024 first, which is going to be, one of the 12 best players in the entire league, guaranteed. So when I do trades, when I give trades, when I receive trades, sometimes I do not answer immediately because I like to run them through. All right, Carlos, see you later, man. See you later, Bolt. So that is why I don't answer immediately. Typically, I have to evaluate it with my gut. My knee-jerk reaction will be like, all right, I like those players. Let's see how the points shake. Tangle's like, it's going to be a top 5 pick for sure. Well, you never know, man. Remember, the first overall pick goes to the lowest points for, and then once that team is eliminated, we go by record, with points for being the tiebreaker as determined earlier in the season. Bourbon just texted me, man, you sent me down a dark path. I am trading everything right now. I said we are talking about it on stream right now. And Dangle, here's the great thing about Dynasty. It's okay to have a bad draft. A bad draft usually means good draft capital the following year. Here's an example. I just in my league that I am dead in the water. I have nobody in the league. My two biggest assets were Puka Nakua and Nico Collins. I drafted Nico Collins in the second round his rookie year, and I held on to him all this time. Bourbon's like, yeah, I went for it. I held on to him all this time, and he finally broke out, and somebody made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I bought Puka Nakua for 40 blind bid dollars. That was it. That's all he cost me. I didn't even draft him. He was blind bucks. I got a 24 first, a 25 second, a 24 third. I got Antonio Gibson, and I got Trey Tucker, the wide receiver, whichever the rookie wide receiver from Tampa was. Sean Tucker, Trey Tucker, I don't remember which one it is. For Puka and Nico for blind dollars and a second round person. It is. I didn't want to give up Nico. I really didn't want to give up Puka. I planned on building around them. But if somebody's going to throw, 1,000 points worth of capital at guys that are valued right now at about 290, you got to take it. So I now have 3 firsts next year in that league, 3 seconds in that league, and 2 thirds, plus a couple of assets to move if I need to. With one of those being the first overall pick, which is my pick, because there's no way I'm winning. He's like, I missed the playoffs a couple of times, most points scored. I hate doing it, but had to do it. I was in the same way. I was just telling them exactly what I told you, Bourbon. I'm feeling the pressure of performing early instead of usually sitting back and collecting the young good guys. So I am moving a little faster than I normally would. Actually, I don't know if you saw it. I actually posted how very close that trade was. So Bourbon, it's actually a very fair trade. That is a very small variance, like a 3%, 3.5% variance. So in the grand scheme of things, it's actually a very fair trade. Oh no, I know. I get it. So yeah, that's the goods. All right, everyone. Since we do not have any orders, I am going to take Jimmy. I'm going to take Jimmy home, and we're going to do this again tomorrow.
That was easy, Daddy.
That was easy, Jimmy.
Next time, can you just pay for boxes?
Can I just pay for boxes?
Yes, please.
If I had money, I would buy all of these boxes, Jimmy.
But you have Star Wars boxes.
I do have Star Wars boxes. We have Uncle Lee's Star Wars boxes.
Yeah.
I know. We'll open them eventually. Tomorrow, if somebody orders something, do you want to help open?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
You're going to help open tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you have it, Jimmy. Jimmy wants to open stuff tomorrow, so get your orders in for tomorrow. He is ready to help. Jimmy, do you want to say goodbye?
I ain't playing PUBG Mobile.
He's playing PUBG. Can't do it.
Okay. Good luck, guys. Carlos, do more work.
Do more work, Carlos. All right, everybody. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we're going to do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a ton of fun with all of the great things that we have. I look forward to seeing you, so please be safe, and hey, listen, if you want to send a trade or two my way, I'm more than happy to review it. I'm willing. I know Bourbon's up for it. Dangle too. Get them trades going. All right, everybody. Love you and good night.